So what we're looking at here, as far as the dog's body language goes, we want to try to catch them before they're really building momentum to behavior. So the best way to explain behavior, view it like you have a little bit of a peak here, where it's flat, and then it's like a bike going down a hill. And what I mean by that is as soon as a dog notices another dog, they're still gonna be pretty easy to stop. Their momentum hasn't really sprung up yet if they're under threshold. So that's where you're still kind of flat. If they notice a dog and they're teetering on that threshold, that's when you're about to start going down the hill. A bike going down a hill is pretty easy to stop, like in the very beginning, right? So it's pretty easy to hit the brakes there and still stop your bike. If you're all the way here and the dog's already barking, lunging, freaking out, going totally crazy, view it like a bike going down, a hill that's like half a mile long and super steep. You're gonna have to slam those brakes. It's gonna take a lot longer amount of time to stop your bike, right? So the more they build up that momentum. So what we want to do here is we want to catch them, either when he just realizes, hey, there's a dog around, it's not too close yet, I'm not worried about it, or oh, hey, there's a dog around, I'm not sure about that. Either one of those, right? That's where we want to catch them, but we don't want to catch them like, oh my God, there's a dog. I need to freak out, right? So we don't want to catch him too late.
Okay.
So his body language could just be totally neutral, and you can just assume that he notices it. Sometimes they're not going to show you like a huge overreaction to it. It could be pretty neutral, or it could be like, oh, there's something, and that's where you want to catch him. And you would see his head perking up, you'd see his ears perking up, his body posturing forward. Those are everything that you would see and where you need to do this. The e-collar here is not used as a punisher. I'm just using it as a physical stimulus just to grab his attention from that. So sometimes when the dog gets like really left-brained, really reactive, you could be trying to talk to them, you could be trying to do things on their leash, and it's just not as noticeable to them. It's something that just has like a feel. So the e-collar in this scenario is just kind of like someone tapping and going, I need your attention, we're going this way. That's the only way we're using this right now. And pretty much what happens here is we have really, 3 different areas to go. So we could go, okay, we're gonna go off to the right. We could go, and just depending on how the dog's coming at us, we could go step over the dog and then take him off to the left, and the step over just because he's on the left. So we'd really wanna go like this, with our right hand, and then take him over there. And then we could go straight back. When we're moving straight back, the best way to do it, we're gonna go on the button. So the button comes before anything, before we cue him or do anything. We're gonna go on the button, we're gonna say the word let's go, and then we just start straight moving back. If again, if he's like starting to get into it a little bit more, we want him to, we'd have to do some pressure from the leash as well. So it would have to be like a little pop on the leash to get that attention this way. Now, as soon as he starts moving with us, so we have button on, let's go. As soon as he starts moving with us, we're gonna go button off. So we're gonna take pressure off the button, and we're just moving straight back like this, almost like a backwards jog when we're moving backwards. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna say yes when he gets to us, and then start feeding him. And I like to put the food on the floor. The cool thing about this is when you get a dog and start sniffing, sniffing actually lowers the dog's heart rate. Kind of cool. So we would use that to our advantage. It's a little bit of a calming signal for him to have, and a reward kind of at the end of it. So this whole process, it's kind of like leading him down a treasure trail to the treasure, but we're also getting him that space and stopping him when we need to stop him for these moments. So what I want to do, let's go 5 straight backwards. We do 5 to the side and 5 to this side, and then we'll start going live outside.
Okay. What am I doing now?
So we're gonna go button on.
So now he's behind.